Hello everyone, this is a process video for senior cards, and just give me a sec while the laptop catches up and we will get started. Alright, we are good to go. So this is the first card, and let's get started. Okay, so here's our bits and pieces. And the colors I used for this are Sage, Ballerina. I used one of our spongy things. And I use Coral Blend on the Tri-Blend marker. I also used a couple of stamp sets, D17 or 19. Start that again. I used D1977. This is the Operation Smile, and I think $7 goes towards Operation Smile, which is great. And then this one, which is Z3920, and all these have a thin cut, and this wood pattern is really nice. Okay, and they even have the little numbers for the tiles. Really cute. Alright, you will find that you are going to have to cut out these two items. Actually, you have two of those. So once you get that done, okay, so I already layered the background piece and the two little strips, okay? And I also used some foam tape on the back of the tiles and on the back of these ones. So this is your hello tiles, okay? That's what goes on those little squares. Alrighty? Okay, so we have this piece, and here's what you need to know. It doesn't matter, you can build it any way you want. I just have those layers on. I had a little piece of foam tape, and I stuck that flower together like so. Okay. Alright, so here's the part that you need to know what to do. Alright, so we're going to kind of just put that there for now, and then you want your H. So we need to move this over just a little bit. Let's see, how far is it? It is about 3/4 of an inch. So if you have something to line up with, you could put that at about, excuse me, 3/4 of an inch. Oops. If I were to get everything straight, it would be helpful. So that gives you enough room. And then you need to dry fit these, so that way you can, where's my E? There's my E. It was in the box. So see, that one doesn't have a square. And D. Okay, so now once you get those on there, you can kind of adjust them to where you want them to be. Because you're going to have a little bit of wiggle room between the top and the bottom. Okay. And then HB. And then these just kind of go cattywampus. See, and you got to have enough room to put, oops, well, it helps if you spell it right. Let's try that again. Okay, and then if you'll notice on my card, pull it up again, right here. Hi, Stacy. And right here, I cut off the little edge. So, let me get some tape, and we will do this. So I think I'm going to put this down first. Again, line it up about 3/4 of an inch. Okay. I fit these again. I should have done that to begin with, right? Oh well, live and learn. So this way you know where this one goes. Alright. Put those back on there. Alright, and just a little bit of bringing them up and forward and back and down and all that good stuff. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'll take the E and do that one first. And then I can do my H. Make sure I'm staying on camera. Yeah. H. L, L, O. And I also kind of use this line right here. One there. One there. I'm just going to set that one down. Make sure I have enough. Hey, give me fits today. Some days are like that. And I want that one to be just a smidge closer. There we go. Okay. And now we can do these two. Are these the last letters? So you're going to end up with a little bit more here and here. You just kind of space them out. Okay. And they don't have to be perfect. I think so. Let's put some adhesive on the back here. Put your flower in wherever you like it. Okay. And then I added a little bit of baby bling onto here, and I think I'll change it up a little bit. I think I'll put one there. I wonder it's on the back side. And then we will put one, get it off of there. Let's put one here. And you can put them wherever you like them. Put one there. Okay. So a little bit different on where I place the little bling. Okay, there you go. That's the first one. The second card is this one here. Let me know what's your favorite, Stacy. And here's the pieces that you should have. So there's this one, those two, actually these two, those two. Make sure I'm in camera. That one and that one. Okay, so we're just going to glue this back down. And I already put the liquid pearls and the bisque on there for you. And this one has just the tiniest bit. And I'm looking at these two corners. And then I'm going to go up to these two corners to help me hopefully stay straight. Okay. And these you got to let dry a little bit. If you don't, they'll get smushed down. Alright, so next, and this one has some dots there, so you know that that's the top part. So let's put this onto here. Again, I'm looking at those three corners to help me stay straight, and then we'll put this one on, which this is from our wood grain, and this piece is from our mix-ins, and this one has a little bit bigger border, and I already stamped. I used the octagons, and I used this stamp set here, which is Z3915. It has a couple of thin cuts. I used the pale pink blend tri-blend marker, and I used espresso and almond for that one. Alright, so we've got all our pieces pretty much glued, and this one you can see is about 1/4 of an inch on either side of there. And before I put that one down, I'm going to put this one down. So this one is going to be right down here, about 1/8 of an inch or so. Oops, didn't quite get that straight. Try not to push down on it too hard, and then you can pull it back up. Okay, there we go. And then this one goes next. Again, about 1/4 of an inch along there. This one, I need some foam tape for, get that. And I oftentimes will take my bigger foam tape and cut it down like so. So that way it's a little thinner. It just seems to go farther, I don't know. And you can put as much or as little as you want. That's enough for me, and then this one's going to get some too. So again, my thicker, and this is the thin foam tape. There is a thicker one. One there, one there. Well, let's do one more, just because we can. And then if you don't use, you can also just rip it. If you don't use all of that, you can just stick it right back on there, and it'll stay. Okay, so let's get this on our card. So then I put this one kind of out there, and then we'll pull off these. And you can put this one wherever you like. About there. There we go. That's that one. Moving on to number 3 is our mini bending card. And that is, move the trays around here. Sorry for the noise. That is going to be this guy, which just stands up or goes flat to mail. Okay, so I'll leave that one like that so you can see it. So here's our pieces. That one, this one. These two match up. So you want to find how they match up. That one. Okay, so this one can just go down. Hold on. Let's fold this one. This is your base. And just make sure that it gets folded straight. Let me find my bone folder. Okay. Like so. And then we're going to put this one on half of it, so that way we can bend the other. Otherwise it'll pucker. So I'm just going to do, and of course I ran out of tape. Oh no, where's my other one? There it is. Okay. That always happens. Alright, so, and actually before I do that, let us do this. Alright, I'm going to take a couple of glue dots to put this I'm going to put a glue dot on this end, and so I put a glue dot on that end, I'm going to put a glue dot on this end. Just because the way that pops up, it was popping up that corner. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive in the middle. Now this has 2 folds on it. I want you to fold those back, like so. And then we're going to put this piece onto here, even. Right there, and right there, okay? And then this goes on top of there. And you can raise it up if you like to. I'm just going to put it down with tape. I'm going to put it right about there. The other thing I'm going to do is grab my bling. These are just white dots, and I'm going to put one on here before I put it on so I don't smush it down. Put one there, okay? Alrighty, so what I want to do with this is I like to put this onto here, so this basically I want it to look a little bit cleaner than putting this around to the back of there. So when I go to put this on, I'm not going to push down on this corner. I'm just going to line up this top piece right there. And then I'm going to take this and put a little adhesive on here and on here. Those are your 2 pieces that bend in. And then I'm going to take this piece that isn't glued down yet, and I'm going to put this right on the edge of there, and then put that piece down. Okay, so remember we still needed to fold this, so I'm going to fold this over in half, which should line up with that. There we go. And then we will glue this side down. And remember that we want to put this, we'll go ahead and put that part down. Don't glue that down yet. Put this one, I know it's a little finagling right now. Put this one right there. Ooh, the snow is hitting the window and it sounded like ice almost. Okay, so there's that part. Ta-da! And this piece here has 3 folds. Okay, and that's for this middle piece. So fold the middle one in and fold these outside flaps in. So you want it to look like that. Okay, and then we'll open it back up for a minute, and we are going to make sure that we have these going the right way. Now that I mixed it up, here we go, right there. Because these are going to be on here and you're going to kind of see it, and you don't want it to be off. Okay, so we'll glue that down next. So whatever you do this side, we're going to match up our height on this side. Okay, now we need to put adhesive on our 2 little flaps. Fold those back again so we can adhere them. And actually, let's put that there for now. Let me find my, oh, I don't have my, alright, well I don't have my party hat, but put that on and then put on a couple of your dots wherever you would like. I kind of went for the centers of the stars. Pretend that that line is on there. And then depending on if you want to see that edge, this can go anywhere you would like. In fact, this could go up the top. But the only thing you need to remember is that this fold line is best if that fold line is lining up. Like so. And then the other thing you have to remember when you put this on here is that your party hat needs to stay within the outside of that line. So that's the only thing, otherwise it won't fit in your envelope, because this just goes in an envelope like this. Okay? So there is that one. Hi Annie, how are you? Okay, so our next card for senior cards is, get all this mess out of the way, is this one. Okay, so I had showed you this one and I made this one wrong, so I made this one right. So this folds over like that and opens like that. Okay, this one the right way, this actually tucks under here to hold it closed. Got something's not going behind there, right? There we go. Okay, so you pull that out and then you open the card like so. All right, so let's make this one. So we have these pieces, and I use some, these are old bling, so don't like those. In fact, I'm not even going to show them. I used this piece here on one of our pendants. It's Z3909, and I used this stamp set, which is Z3698. This is in the core catalog, and it's got the thin cuts. And then this one is C1884. And this is just the stamp set, but it does have some thin cuts. Okay. And you've got one PML card. Here's your bits and pieces. One PML card. Sorry you weren't here to pick out which one you wanted, but I just put one in there. So those are the bits and pieces that you have. The colors that I used were Sage and Paprika. Okay. And then you also, let's see, I'm not sure what I gave you. I'm not sure what I gave you. I might have given you some shimmer trim, or I might have given you some other kind. Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't give you shimmer brush or shimmer trim. I gave you some of these because this matched perfectly. That's what I love about Close to My Heart. Even though those are retired and they were from a Seize the Day dots, so it was like at the sea, they still work because our colors don't change that much. All right, so here's the bits and pieces. I already glued this piece in, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now, keep in mind when you glue this, you don't want to glue it over your fold. So if you have to, leave a little extra on this side and trim it off. So you want to make sure that folds nicely. Then I put the front on. Then I put this piece all the way down to the bottom, closed it, and just gently folded it over. Okay, it's not all the way yet. And then I put this piece on. So we've got all of our base pieces on. Okay. So now I'm going to take this, since I got kind of the fold I want, and I'm going to make sure that this lines up and crease it a little more. Okay. Alrighty. There's my example. And I did draw a line around. You can do that or not. It's up to you. So now, I've got all these pieces already done. Oh, and I dropped my glue. Wow, I'm just having a winter of a day, guys. How about you? It is snowing. I'm glad I'm inside. I would hate to see what would happen if I went outside. Alright, so you have this little piece of white cardstock and this little piece of zip strip. So we're going to glue those together. Glue those down. And there's just a little bit on either side of this. And you can put it wherever you like it to be. And of course mine's going crooked because that's the day I'm having. So if you don't put it down too hard, you can adjust that. There we go. Alright, so we have that piece down. These two pieces are already done. This is that piece. Okay, so now we're going to glue this piece down. Alright, so move these out of the way. We want this in the middle, so what I do is I just line it up on my grid paper. Find out where the middle is. So there's a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. You want about a 1/2 inch. I'm just going to set this down and make sure that my flap is good. Good. And then we'll press that in. Okay. Because you want this to be nicely over that edge. Okay? Alright. And my computer turned off. What the heck? There we go. Alright. So you can decorate that how you want. If you want to do the little journaling line or use a ruler to do that. Alright, so we'll close that up. Put that there. Excuse me a minute. This is the one that I'm going to use from the PML card. And there are two sides. So this one I could actually use either one. So this one is meant to go that way. But I kind of like it, but I think I'll use, I kind of like it that way. I'm going to use it that way. So we will put this one down onto here. Make sure that's nice and straight. I have to stand up. You ever do that? Do you guys stand up when you put stuff on? Okay, there we go. And this piece, we need some foam tape on that so we have something that we can tuck under. But what we want to do is just put it on the bottom of this piece of cardstock so that way we have enough to tuck in. So I am just going to cut not even quite half. I'm going to do it a little bit smaller than that. Okay. And I'm going to put it just, I don't think it matters, but I'm going to put it on this edge. Just down at the bottom, like so. And then I even have enough I can cut it again. I hope my voice is loud enough. I don't know, I feel like I'm whispering today. Got my sound all the way up, so hopefully you can hear me. And it's better when I stand, because I'm closer to the microphone. Alright, I'll set that over there. I'm going to put this right down there. Okay, so we're all the way down at this bottom edge is where you want this. And I'm going to peel off that. Close this and put this so it is just above where that tape is. Okay, just maybe halfway or so, and line it up between these two edges. And there you go. See, now it's in there. So it'll go like so, and see that that's nice and flat. Where if you had measured and done it, I don't know. It's just better to do it that way. All right. So this piece, where's my other sample? Like on this one, you could cut this down if you want, or you can leave it like that. And I think I'm going to, what should I do? I don't want that showing. So this is going to be half on here, and mostly on this little half piece. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut this off. So, excuse me while I cut this off quick. Because I want to still be able to see the flowers under there. I like that. Maybe I'll even put it like right there. I'm going to put it right there. Alright. Change it up, right? Let's see. going to go right there. All right, so these two pieces need some tape, and you only want to put tape on the flower for the bottom part that's on this piece. Okay, so just across there. And I'm not going to put any on the leaf itself. So I'm going to cut this, put just a little bit more there, and a little bit more there. Alright, so now the only thing you have to do is make sure that your sticky part is on the base that holds in your flower. So I just hold it in my hand so I know about where it needs to be. And then we can tuck this leaf into there, and pull out some bling. We'll add a couple of blings. Let's see, where did I do the bling? So I put a big one on here and a medium one. Maybe here, we're doing a triangle. Ooh, that would be nice. Let's do it that way. And then a little baby one. Oops, where'd the big one go? Up here, or here. I like it there. Okay. So just, you can use your bling and put those wherever you would like to put those. Thank you, ladies. I'll pull in all the cards so you can see them again. Sorry I didn't have my hat ready. And if you have any questions, leave them below and I'll be happy to help you. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Annie. I'm glad you like them. All right, guys. See you next time.